It's been a year since the so-called well-dying law took effect in South Korea, and thousands of terminally ill patients have chosen to end life support. Experts say perceptions are steadily changing, but it could still be a while before death becomes a more comfortable issue of discussion here in South Korea. Soo-young has this report.
Allowing death with dignity is still a work in progress, a year after a landmark law was passed, allowing terminally ill patients to end or refuse life-sustaining treatments. Under the so-called well-dying law, life support ended for some 35,431 patients over the past year, while more than 100,000 people have signed advanced medical directives. The figures have been growing by the thousands every month.
We've had about 10,000 people sign the advanced directive since the law went into effect. I remember the first day when a person in their 80s was waiting outside to sign the directive. Since then, I've received people in their 20s, 40s, 60s, all age groups.
According to experts, the growing figures represent a significant shift of perception across the Korean society, which under Confucian values have tended to continue life-sustaining treatments for their loved ones. In a survey released last week, more than half the respondents, comprised of cancer patients and members of the public, were found to be in favour of ending life support in futile situations. Despite the changes accomplished so far, some obstacles still remain. A number of medical experts have said the approval standards are too high.
In some countries, you can fill out and submit an advance directive online. But in Korea, an applicant must consult a counselor who confirms the patient's identity and intention. Initiating a life-sustaining treatment plan is also complicated, especially when the patient is unconscious. The law will soon be revised to allow just immediate relatives to give consent instead of all the family members. But it is still an issue for people who have no relatives or have been estranged from them.
Death is still a weighty topic to discuss and a weightier decision to make. So experts say revisions to the law, while needed, should not be made hastily. There also needs to be more open discussions in Korean society so that decisions about the end of life are made rationally and not out of helplessness and fear. Soo-young, Arirang News.